This week on Council Bluffs News, wedding essentials ideas show us at the Mid-America Center. See how a variety of vendors are catching the eye of those ready to walk down the aisle. Then the fall luncheon is at the Community of Christ. A look into a tradition that is over 50 years old. Also, check out how a Women's Health Night is giving help in raising awareness at a local hospital. And I sit down with Valerie Heron to discuss their upcoming event called Laps for Leah. That and more all on this week's Council Bluffs News. Hello and welcome to this week's Council Bluffs News. I'm Brandon Tvrdy. According to a deer claim study released by State Farm Insurance, Iowa ranks among the top states in the nation most likely to have a claim from a collision with a deer, elk, moose, or caribou. We speak with local agents and others in the know on what precautions drivers can take to stay safe. The roads are always filled with traffic, and unfortunately deer fills the roads as well.
Just be cautious of those areas.
With the season changing, the outdoors gets dark early and the deer are out running around more frequently than normal.
It's getting into their breeding season coming the first part of November, so they're going to be traveling more, looking for mates, and also seeking out those different food sources.
A statistic that pops out for most is that 1 in 68 Iowans are likely to hit a deer according to State Farm's insurance website. The saying, "looking like a deer in the headlights," only makes even more sense as the majestic animals tend to freeze up in the sticky situation.
That's their safety mechanism, is they think they're invisible because it's dark and they don't know that it's coming at them at the rate of speed that it is coming at them.
Luckily, Iowa is 4th in the country likely to have a claim when colliding with a deer according to State Farm studies. What may be the reason is due to the large population of deer in the state.
Being a rural area, we know that rates obviously are impacted on the probability of actually having an encounter with any live animal, not just a deer, but obviously that's probably the most probable.
Public Relations Officer Scott Miller says whatever the rankings are, it is still important to stay safe no matter what.
It doesn't matter if we're 3rd or 4th or the number 1 state. Obviously, we know there's a lot of deer in Iowa, and we know that this is going to happen, so it's best just to try to be as prepared as possible for that.
If in an accident with the animals with antlers, it is recommended you call your insurance company as soon as possible, as they will help you with the process.
And that's our jobs as an insurance professional, is to really build a relationship with you, to kind of educate you on those things now or things that could possibly change in the future.
To avoid getting in a clash with deer, officers say to put on your high beams, fog lights, and the most crucial one is to keep driving forward.
Do not swerve for the animal. And the reason for that is because we don't want you swerving off the road into the ditch and hitting something solid like a tree and causing more injury, or even worse, swerving out into oncoming traffic.
All year round, especially in October through November, always keep an eye out for deers running out onto the road during dusk.
It's a collaboration for the ages.
It's kind of like a partnership between 6 area businesses.
The Harvest Spoon Tour takes place October 7th as a way to help grow the local economy.
We all kind of got together and decided to create a tourism opportunity for people in the area, and its focus is to celebrate the food culture of the Luss Hills.
They do this by hosting this semi-annual event at 6 different locations in the Luss Hills.
This is just a way for local people from Iowa, Council Bluffs, we had some from Des Moines, to actually get to know the local growers.
From farm fresh honey to homemade goat cheese, a variety of items are available to enjoy.
To actually help benefit their lives healthy-wise, not just eating-wise, but the health benefits of the different herbs and the different, grown from without pesticides and chemicals, because they do actually affect all of our health, even one way or another.
For farmers like Anita Allman, the event is vital to raising awareness about where your food comes from.
Well, it's always a good time, and I always think that celebrating food, that's a whole undiscovered territory.
The Harvest Spoon Tour is held the first Saturday in May and October. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm Jalen Hinkle.
Chowing down on some food while raising money for a good cause makes the grub that much sweeter. Locals attend the annual fall luncheon at Community of Christ Church. That begins our news around the Bluffs. Thursday, October 5th. People with empty stomachs gather at Community of Christ to dig into some food at the annual fall luncheon. There's plenty to choose from as a variety of dishes are offered. Each plate ranges in cost, and all the money is going to the church to help out with necessities. Pastor Donald Welch says the event is rich in tradition as the Community of Christ has held a luncheon the first Thursday of October for over 5 decades.
It warms my heart to see the community come together at any time, and to share a meal together especially. It's a time of fellowship.
An estimated 150 people are in attendance for the luncheon. Baked goods and pies are also available for purchase. For more information on the church itself and upcoming events, visit cbc.prairiebluffs.org. Some education and a simple checkup can make a big difference in one's well-being. One local hospital is providing both as part of a special night of care. Thursday, October 5th. Women gather at Methodist Jenny Edmondson Hospital to attend Women's Health Night. Multiple tables are set up offering brochures and information on a handful of programs. Dr. Michael Zalomke, a participating physician, says many tests start on women 40 and older, but younger women should also be proactive when it comes to their health.
Any woman that's younger than that has a symptom of any kind, a family history, things like that, they need to be seen and determine if there's a problem, and then, okay, what kind of testing do they need after that? So it's pretty important.
The health event also offers a handful of free tests the women can take advantage of, including breast exams, STD screenings, and HIV testing. For more information on upcoming events or the programs the hospital has to offer, visit bestcare.org/Jenny Edmondson. To celebrate diversity in the community and Hispanic Heritage Month, the Union Pacific Railroad Museum hosts a night of cultural embrace. Locals gather at the Union Pacific Museum to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Night on Friday, October 6th. A mariachi band is on hand playing a variety of traditional Hispanic songs. While listening to the band, people are able to walk around the historic building looking at UP's history. The staff at Union Pacific feels this is a great event promoting acceptance and education.
Because of this, we're reaching out to more people in our community. We're broadening our horizons, and it's neat reaching out to everyone in the community and making everyone feel welcome and included. That, I think, is just special and very important. So,
Story time was also provided for children. All the books contain a Hispanic culture theme. For more information on upcoming events at the museum and what they have to offer, visit uprrmuseum.com. Still to come on Council Bluffs News, Decisions. A look at all the choices for future brides and grooms at the annual Wedding Essentials Idea Show. And I sit down with Valerie Heron from Fusion Fitness to discuss their upcoming event.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
All right, give me a spot. You know my motto, safety first.
They could be dangerous. I think we should call animal control.
Animal control?
To be safe.
Don't worry.
Just...
I got this. It's It's a new motto.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Switch to Energy Star light bulbs, and you'll realize just how much cash you were really burning through. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
Every year, 40% of all food in the U.S. never gets eaten.
40%. That's almost half the food we produce.
Food waste is a serious problem. It impacts all of us.
And it's expensive. Your family is throwing $1,500 a year in the trash.
We're working hard to put food waste on the chopping block.
And you can do the same at home.
Learn how to cook it, store it, and share it.
Just don't waste it.
Go to savethefood.com.
Hello and welcome back to Council Bluffs News. I am Brandon Tvrdy with Valerie Herron from Fusion Fitness. Valerie, really appreciate you being here.
Well, thank you for having me today.
The event Laps for Leah is on October 13th. Can you tell us a little bit more about the event and kind of the origin of it?
Sure. The Laps for Leah is a sponsored walk by Fusion Fitness. Leah is actually one of our clients that worked out with us for over the past 2 years at Fusion and was recently diagnosed with breast cancer. We felt this was a way that we could give back to her and her family and help raise awareness for breast cancer and help her family.
And how important is this to you personally and everybody involved?
Well, actually, to me personally, I have lost people of cancer as well, as many of our members have too. So we feel this is a way to kind of honor that and also bring awareness to it for all of them.
Now, being with Fusion Fitness and there's some kind of exercise going on in this event, is that a coincidence? Is that what you wanted?
Well, being part and affiliated with Fusion, that's the way the studio owner felt that it would be her way to give back and keep it fitness related. And working out, we've done other events at our studio to kind of go into that theme. We've done boot camps in her honor and other muscle fusion classes and our run club, and we've done a lot of events in the studio for her too as well.
Now, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So is there a color theme for this event?
Oh yes, pink, all pink. The shirts that we have here are shirts that we've purchased that say Leah Strong on the back. So we'll be selling those, and the Anytime Tees has helped us out with that. So all of our clients have been wearing them for several months in her honor.
What is your goal? What is everyone at Fusion Fitness's goal?
Well, our goal was to have 100 registered walkers, and right now, as of today, we are at 83.
Wow, and that's pretty impressive. And and I can transition into this then. Like, how much does that mean to you that there's so many people out there willing to support her cause?
Well, I feel that the fitness studio that we work out, we're like family, and that's, I think, shows very true with the support and the love that we've given Leah and her family, and it just means a lot to her, and she's very open to it and very appreciative too. So we feel very privileged and honored to be able to give back and help one of our own. It happens to 1 in 8 women, so this is really close to home for us.
And 1 in 8 women, that's still way too much.
Yeah, it is.
Sadly, it should never happen.
Right.
But the event also is at Bayless Park. Mm-hmm. What do you think about the setting there? It's very beautiful out there.
It's very beautiful. We actually do a lot of boot camps there, and our run club meets there often, so it's kind of a very familiar spot for us. We're going to do 4 laps around Bayless Park, and the Council's Police Department will be there to escort us to the 100 block, where we'll go to Tees, 1892, Barley's, and Glory Days. We'll do raffles there, and all of the proceeds will go to her family as well. And balloon, we're going to do a balloon release at 6:10, I believe it is, and Bloomworks has sponsored the balloons for us.
That's very unique too. You don't hear a whole lot about just a lot of activities like that with something involving breast cancer awareness. So I think this is a very cool event. And speaking of the cool event, Will there be a fee for people to enter?
You can register on runsignup.com and type in Laps for Leah Walk, and it's $25 to register for it. With your registration, in addition to doing the walk, there's been other items that we've coordinated throughout the month that they are entitled to come to the studio and do a workout, something that Leah would have been able to do had she not been going through treatment. So it's all included in your fee. And again, all proceeds go to the family.
All right. The information for Laps for Leah is on October 13th. It's from 6 to 8 p.m. at the beautiful park, Bayless Park. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Brandon.
More Council Bluffs news after the break.
Ever wonder what makes us, the Smurfs, so happy? The forest, of course. This is where we, along with the beautiful forest creatures, make our home with beautiful plant life, clean water, and endless adventures. It's a place to celebrate. So discover the forest with your family today. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Thank you. You got a king?
Go fish! In your face! In your face!
It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today. My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's one every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
Food, decorations, tuxes, dresses, and much more. They are the specifics when it comes to wedding planning, and they are all on display at the Mid-America Center for the Wedding Essentials Idea Show. Many are popping the champagne bottles as people take notes for the big day.
The atmosphere is fun.
Sunday, October 8th. Roughly 1,500 locals attend the 11th annual Wedding Essentials Idea Show at the Mid-America Center.
They can get an idea of how that would look for themselves and then talk to the vendors that made those so that not only are they getting their ideas, but they can also talk to the people that created that vision.
The future newlyweds are able to create a vision of what they want when walking down the aisle.
And you can use that for anything, not
with
just
75 different exhibitors on hand offering a variety of things.
From rentals to catering, they can look at bridal gowns and tuxedos as well as venues and hotels.
Along with a handful of products to look at, another key ingredient for weddings is the food and drinks.
To give them the options of what they can do. We are a full service catering company, so it's fun because sometimes they don't know what options they have out there.
It's all part of making a lasting impression on guests.
I always say the couple of things that people remember is the dress, the DJ, the bar, and the food. So.
Future brides like Allison Clark say the event actually takes some stress off the planning process.
It does. It makes me very excited for the big day and obviously nervous because there's a lot that goes into it, but it helps to have everything here in one location.
Clark flew in from Texas just to attend the IDEA show, taking a look at local options for a wedding that will be held in Omaha.
Oh, it's everything. I've been planning my Pinterest board since I was a freshman in high school, so the perfect wedding is everything to me.
Okay.
From the fashion show to everything else, event organizers say the function continues to be a success.
I think it's going really well. It's only a couple hours in and we're already seeing excellent results and a lot of people coming through. So I'm really happy and really excited for it.
Wedding Essentials will host another event for the big day the first week of January. Bridal University will also take place at the Mid-America Center.
Saturday, October 7th, Arrowhead Park in Neola is holding an annual Chili Fest. Beans, meat, and plenty of crackers allow for a tasty evening. The spices mix well with the crisp fall air, but that isn't the only event taking place this evening. Pumpkin painting and hayrack rides give children plenty to do. Event organizer Todd Schleiger describes the significance of this event.
Oh, it depends from weekend to weekend, but a lot. Sometimes there'll be 50 campers in here in a weekend. And we have an annual Chili Fest here, just as a fundraiser in the fall, right before the end of the camping season.
If you are looking for a warm meal, or just to connect with nature, you will find Arrowhead Park to be a second home. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm Zach Musel.
The Western Historic Trail Center, a hub full of history about Iowa and the Plains, gets a special visitor this weekend. From October 5th through October 8th, the Iowa History 101 Mobile Museum will be parked in front of the Trail Center, open and free for anyone to explore. Teresa Ward, a museum technician at the Trail Center, believes the traveling museum is beneficial to education.
They're free. They're educating our youth today to show how important history has become to our community, because without history we don't have the technology and items that we have today without knowing how those items were developed.
The History 101 Museum can be scheduled to travel to any of the 99 counties in Iowa, hoping to reach people of all ages to educate them on the culture of yesteryear. The Winnebago is sponsored by the State Historical Museum of Iowa in partnership with EMC Insurance Companies and American Pickers star Mike Wolf. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm DJ Mater.
Still to come on Council Bluffs News, a look at these furry friends looking for a new owner in our Pets of the Week. Also, a look into this week's events calendar.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Wake the sun, tell him that I've begun to dream of things to come, and tell the trees not to look for me. I'm going to find some peace of mind. Wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.
Terry Gatch Mills, and thanks for watching Pets of the Week. We've got little Solomon here. His file number is 25514. He's 3 months old and he's just an adorable little kitten. As you can see, he's very cuddly. Again, Solomon is file number 25514. He was raised in foster care, so he is very, very friendly. This is Solomon's sister Halo, and her file number is 25512. Halo's a sweet girl. She's very energetic. Again, 3 months old. Her and her brother Solomon were found in a recycle bin here in Council Bluffs. She's a very sweet little kitty, raised in foster care along with Solomon. And again, her file number, Halo 25512. What's up, Doc? This is Bugs, and his file number is 25815. He's a male, a 1.5 years old, and he's a very sweet rabbit. Rabbits are great pets. They're easy keepers and easy to feed. Again, this is Bugs, file 25815. This is Olaf, and he's a 2.5-year-old terrier mix, and his file number is 17877. He's a very sweet little guy, but he's not fond of little kids. They kind of scare him. Olaf loves warm hugs, and he's looking for his snow queen. Again, this is Olaf, file 17877. And if you're interested in any of the pets you've seen on today, please come down to 1020 Railroad Avenue in Council Bluffs to Midlands Humane Society.
Now time for a look at our weekly events calendar. Saturday, October 14th, the Threshold Art Exhibit public viewing is at the Harvester Art Space Lofts. This event will feature 15 local artists from Iowa and Nebraska. The idea is centered around the idea of inventions through the ages. See how these creative thinkers stick with the theme through their masterpieces. There is no fee for the public viewing. It will begin at 10 a.m. and wrap up at 5 p.m. For more information, call 515-224-8963. Also on Saturday, October 14th, the Landscape and Photo Walk class takes place at the Hitchcock Nature Center. This is a 2-class workshop focusing on landscape and outdoor photography. The class will teach the students how to capture nature's details like beauty, drama, and more. The class begins at 9 a.m. It is $30 per person. Registration is required. For more information on how to sign up, visit rockbrookcamera.com. And finally, the Mill on Mosquito Creek will be at the Council Bluffs Public Library on Saturday, October 14th from 2 to 3 p.m. Historian and author Mary Lou McGinn visits the facility to share her book and story about the mill, discovery, and about an Indian chief that made Council Bluffs what it is today. For more information, type in thehistoricalsociety.org. Thank you for tuning in and watching this week's Council Bluffs News. Feedback and story ideas are always welcome. You can hit us up with an email at cbtv@iwcc.edu or punch in 712-325-3312. You can look us up on social media as well. Search CBTV17 on Facebook and Twitter. Also, make sure you stay on CBTV and check out your local sports teams on the Bluff Sports Zone with JJ Davis. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm Brandon Tvrdy.